With Ford's confirmation of a partnership with Red Bull Powertrains imminent, it gives the Milton Keynes squad more pulling power in the American market. It's one of the key aspects the Detroit marque can offer which Porsche, expected to tie up with Red Bull before the deal fell through, could not. In the shadow of the torch-carrying Statue of Liberty, the energy drink company will reunite with an old flame. And the Milton Keynes and Michigan reckon they can make the romance work at the third time. Of course, it wasn't meant to be like this. 8 months ago, it was announced on a press release confirming that Red Bull would collaborate with Porsche for the advent of the 2026 engine regulations. This landmark news was set for the Austrian GP, the team's home race. Then in September, it was confirmed that the deal was completely off. Horner alluded to the culture clash, saying, "Red Bull has always been an independent team. It's been one of our strengths. It's been the backbone of what we've achieved and our ability to move quickly. It's part of the DNA of who we are. We're not a corporately operated organization, and that is one of our strengths in how we operate as a race team. That is an absolute prerequisite for the future." Ford ticks all the appropriate boxes for Red Bull, and vice versa. F1 is enjoying its global, Netflix-led popularity boom. It has finally cracked the American market as a maiden Las Vegas GP this year will complement the existing rounds in Miami and Austin, Texas. Then there's why Ford appeals to Red Bull with what it will, and won't, bring to the table being of equal significance. Writing a big check is a major starting point. Porsche was preparing to stump up to buy a 50% stake in Red Bull Advanced Technologies, the arm of the operation that houses the race team, and back the Powertrains division in a 10-year deal. Ford won't be parting with as many dollars as that setup would have required. It is instead thought to be investing in the power unit program only. In return, expect the famous blue oval to appear on the engine cover of future RB creations and prominent Ford faces to feature at all the major races and have their quotes at the bottom of key Red Bull press releases. This lack of intervention is exactly what the Red Bull F1 team desires. Not that Porsche's approach was fundamentally wrong for Grand Prix racing, just entirely at odds for that particular technical partnership to work well. And it's also not to say that Ford will have zero involvement in Red Bull Powertrains, just that it will have a decidedly lighter touch than Porsche desired. Where Ford has experience with the relevant technology, expect that to absolutely carry over. And this comparative freedom should not be triggering alarm bells that Ford is about to repeat mistakes from its F1 past. Famously, in the early 2000s, prior to Red Bull buying the Jaguar-branded team, Detroit management were studying the spreadsheets and unaware of why millions were being paid to Eddie Irvine. Also, F1 is no longer a niche European activity that Ford will attempt to use to modernize the image of a sub-brand specializing in leather and wood-trimmed saloon cars. This time, the project will be firmly on the radar of the American top brass, who will offer Red Bull the liberty it has been dreaming of. Do you think Red Bull Ford Powertrains will be successful in 2026? Let me know in the comments section below. While you are here, watch my others to keep yourself updated in everything Formula 1.